Start here. Operation Dudula is heading back to Hillbrow. Organizers of the controversial group claim they're removing undocumented foreign traders as well as drug dealers. Police blockaded the campaign last week using water cannons and rubber bullets. Officials said that the required permission and permits were not granted. Now, Dudula organizers say they will return to finish their work. ENC's Nqobile Madlala is joining us again to give us the latest on the story. Nqobile, tell me what's happening around you right now. We know the African diaspora is there and they're hoping for a meeting with Operation Dudula leaders.
Well, that's right, Mr. The Africa Diaspora Forum is here, and they did tell us that there are some meetings that are going to be happening this afternoon with different organizations that are going to be talking about what's happening on the ground. But let me just show you. These are some of the people that are here, Mr. They've been singing, dancing, and essentially just chanting in terms of Operation Dudula, saying Viva, and also I want you to hear a little bit. Excuse me, ma'am. So, Maseko, we do understand that the full is on their way, but for now, this is the act of waiting. Well, Maseko, these are some of the people. We are told that most of them are coming from areas like Orange Group, as well as the surroundings in terms of the CBD, as well as other areas like Lowville. We understand that the north is yet to come, mostly people coming from Pretoria, Mamelodi side. They're saying that they are on their way, and we are being told as well that some of the people from the south are also going to be coming here. Now, you will remember that this is part 2 of Hillbrow, from what we understand, because the last time when they came here, there was a bit of a conflict between them and the police, and we of course have seen the police outside that has a very high presence at this moment, Maseko, and they've come in their numbers, of course, as well, just to ensure in terms of that nothing happens to the people, as we have heard from Africa Diaspora Forum saying that they are quite concerned with regards to the sporadic attacks that are coming because of what has been happening here. They're telling us that some of people calling themselves Dudula Operation have been attacking some people and also going to their houses and going as far as telling them who to rent their houses to and not to. So, of course, we will find out more from the executive as they get here in terms of who are those people. Is it an extension of their operation, and is it part really of what they're saying they're fighting for? But real concerns from the Africa Diaspora Forum and the police, of course, just maintaining, Maseko, that they are saying nobody should take the law into their own hands, and that's where they stand.
I saw your camera colleague showing us some of their demands, mentioning, for instance, that no jobs that can be done by South Africans should be given to foreign nationals. In the past 2 weeks that you've been covering or reading about the story, Nqobile, have you heard anything from the foreign nationals themselves? What are they saying about what's happening right now?
Well, since we have spoken to the Africa Diaspora Forum, Maseko, I think the concern is that people want to be safe as well, because even though there are illegal immigrants, there are also people that are legally in the country, and they themselves also are faced with certain challenges in the country. So even they also would like to have a voice. I think that's what I was getting from the Africa Diaspora Forum, saying that people just need to be safe, and these engagements needs to be in a way that people can also voice out their opinion, saying that it's quite concerning, of course. And these are the things that we have seen, of course, on the ground, that when the operation is underway, we tend to see the streets clearing. You will remember when we were in Orange Grove, there was no impact in terms of the clashes between Operation Dudula and people that are around, but nobody was also coming onto the fore. Most people were just clearing the path. So I think those are some of the concerns that people are voicing into places like Africa Diaspora Forum to say that they want a legal engagement where they are able to also highlight those concerns. But of course, that is going to be happening, from our understanding, at about 4 o'clock in this afternoon.
Let's just quickly, talk about the history of South Africa since 2008, xenophobic attacks, for instance, Mobile, and, people being afraid that this might flare up to that. But also it shows the desperation from South Africans in terms of our unemployment rate.
Well, Maseko, quite interestingly that you talk about that, because in the past we did actually speak to the executive, that was just last week, asking them if this will not perpetuate that xenophobic attack. And they were quite adamant that their people or their organization, in terms of the people that they are working with, they said that they are people that have manners, that they will not just go out and attack anyone, and therefore they are not going to say that will occur, because there are people that have certain interests at heart, and being that they want to ensure that economically the young people that are currently struggling with that high unemployment rate, that they are also included. And they even went as far as show us that paper that they were obviously delivering, the memorandum they were delivering to the Pick and Pay there at Orange Grove, saying that they want 100% South African people being employed in the country.
Mobile Mandlala, let's leave it there for now. Of course, Mobile will give us an update as soon as those leaders have indeed arrived at that protest in Hillbrow. Let's go